All right. Hello, people, and back to the show. This is Just Jaleesa, and today we're getting ready to cook something that's very familiar. We're gonna do a pot roast. And I'm gonna do this version of potatoes. I found these potatoes at Walmart yesterday. These are called the Little Potato Company, little small potatoes. And I'm gonna do some of these roasted in the oven. I made some. They were rosemary potatoes, and they came out awesome. They were so good. I had went on a diet. I tried this called a low FODMAP diet because I don't know, I was having stomach cramps and things like that. But we won't really speak on that too much. I'm going to start off with the pot roast. My pot's already hot. I cut them into this size. It was one full big pot roast, and I cut it in some nice small sizes. I'm going to flour those pieces of pot roast because you want this to make a gravy in the end. So we're just going to sprinkle on a small amount of flour and toss it in there just to create a nice little coat on them. My pan is getting extremely too hot. Maybe you should turn that down, says you're conscious. Yeah, I'm going to turn it down. And I'm going to take it off the eye for just a second. Because we have some things I'm going to add to that pan prior to putting the meat in there. Because we want a lot of different flavors incorporated into our pot roast. So, we're going to start off with onions. I have chopped a full-size onion. There we go, a full onion. I have it roughly chopped. One whole shallot. I don't know if anyone cooks with shallots, but shallots are awesome. They give you a garlic onion flavor. Throw that in there. And I have one sprig of rosemary. I got these from Walmart. They come in this cool little plastic packaging over there by the fresh produce section. But they come in a box, say about 8 sprigs. And I'm just going to take me one sprig and take all those little leaves off. Because I don't know. I found rosemary is good for you. And anything that's anti-inflammatory, we are down for it nowadays with all these different diseases and things that pop up. But here we go. We're going to give them a saute. I'm happy I turned that pan down so we can give it a good, huh? No, it's burning the laundry detergent. Wow, when I tell you kids don't care about you recording a darn thing, she looked at me like, oh yeah, you're recording right. Well, we're going to flick those onions and shallots around. I know you're wondering where's the garlic. We're going to put that in there in just a second. But I've been told that you should not incorporate your garlic until right at the end before you add the meat. And then I'll push all these good vegetables to the side. We want all these different flavors to infuse into our meat. We're going to put our meat in. We're just throwing this in. We're doing this together. We're doing this together. And I'm going to get as many pieces of this in here. I don't care if I have to push it over the top. Well, this is my way, not someone else's way. Hopefully this will help y'all when you get to creating your Sunday dinner. But our one goal is making sure all those meats have that little bit of flour on it, just a little bit. So when we add our stock later, it'll make our gravy. On top of the fact that once we get them in here, like I said, we don't care if we got to push them all the way back and make those onions crowd up over the sides. We're doing our own quick and easy version of a pot roast. It's Sunday. Sunday dinner. These kids gotta eat. It looks like I may need a little bit of oil, and we're doing it a bit fancy today. And this is something else that I found is very much more healthy is olive oil. So we're gonna drizzle us a little olive oil. Look at that, EVOO. I've almost used this whole bottle this last week. It's time to go get a refill. This is a good price extra virgin olive oil, and it is good for your heart, and it has no gluten free. So it doesn't cause gas, even though these onions, shallot, and garlic I'm about to add in here do cause that. So here we go. We're going to allow those pieces of meat to get a little caramelization on both sides with those onions in there. And then we're going to give it a spin. Just a little bit. We don't need a lot, a little bit, because it's going to cook the rest of the way once we add our stock. A little bit, just a little bit. Flippity floppity, flippity floppity. You gotta keep talking. Is that what you say? Sometimes I talk too much. It's my conscience. So we're gonna give it all a good flip. The pieces of meat are seasoned only with a little salt. That's it. Because we're gonna add other flavorings later. Later. And I appreciate those extra views and likes from my last video. It keeps me encouraged to keep uploading. And as we go, we're going to continue to just push down some extra little pieces down in there. Get that little caramelization on. It's going to be a big pot of meat. Might need another one. I doubt it. You think so? I think so too. Maybe you picked the wrong pot. We're gonna throw those onions up over the top of this meat. Player, these players need help too. That rosemary is smelling good. It's looking good. It's smelling good, and we'll be able to pile on it right on the top. They did a little sweating in there. They're making love in the pot. Yeah. And we're going to be able to push the rest of these pieces. I only have like two more. One and the two. Right in there. Get them in there. Once we're able to get them a little flipperoo, we'll be ready to, matter of fact, right now, I know you're going to say minced garlic, yes, and I actually have cloves. Don't we get a little lazy sometimes? I'm going to grab me a little spoon here. Little plastic spoon here. Scoop up us a nice spoonful. Man, the other day, I almost put half a cup of garlic in a meal, but guess what? It was damn good. It was real good. Me and my girls, my husband, we made shrimp tacos. Better than any shrimp taco I've ever had at any restaurant, even on the coast. Like when I say it was flavor packed, I'll have to show y'all what I did. You do have to do a little semi homemade-ish type thing when you add flavor packs. But ooh, I could have ate 6 of those by myself, no problem. But then we had like nachos on the side, just little chips and salsa. So we ain't gonna do too much. All right. Now that everybody's had their little flipperoo and they're all dancing together and our garlic is on top, I don't know where this one here. Oh, it's losing its groove. Now everything's together. We're gonna get our liquids. We got some organic chicken stock. Walmart. We're gonna grab. Where's that Worcestershire sauce? Worcestershire, where you go? Where'd you go? Did I throw that away? I pray I didn't throw that away. Because I went crazy the other day and cleared out my cabinets of all the supposed bad stuff. And I didn't think wow. I threw the Worcestershire sauce away. That's fish sauce. Just do that away. You know what? I was actually thinking of doing this. I bought this the other day and it goes very good on strawberries. And it gives your food this zing, this balsamic glaze. It is very good for you and it's gluten free and it's made from concentrated grapes. I'm gonna give it a shot. You think I can do it? I'm gonna put a little bit, just a drizzle, and I'm gonna use that in place of that weird salty taste that you get from um, Worcestershire sauce. And we're gonna add a little extra salt, just a little, just a tea time. Then we're gonna smother this with this chicken stock. I do have another jar, but I'll do the rest way with water. Don't matter of fact, look, we don't even need any water. Look at that. Just right. Just right. And we're gonna allow that to simmer in that pan. I wish I had a top. You know what? I'm gonna make a top and I'm gonna allow it to simmer in there. I have this, you know what? I'm gonna preheat my oven. We're making this up as we go. I'm gonna preheat my oven, and when we get back, I'll show you what it looks like after it comes out of the oven. All right. See y'all later. Who told that thing to start playing on its own? But here we go. I'm opening up my foil and getting it ready so I can cover up this pot roast. And then we're gonna start on our potatoes. It started on its own, y'all. Started right on its own. We're gonna cover this cast iron. This. And then I'm gonna start prepping for potatoes. This is non-stick Dollar General, maybe it says True Living. It's good and thick, y'all. You upgrade my life and still buying off brand. There we go. We're gonna cover that. We're gonna stick it in the oven. And we're gonna make these rosemary garlic potatoes. Make sure this not too hot for you to grab. And slide it right in the oven. All right. Next we have this bag of potatoes. When I tell you these things were good, very good. Like, oh, I never had a potato that tastes like that. And I'm gonna show you the secret. I was seeing this vegan cook on YouTube, and she used this stuff. It's called nutritional yeast, and they use it as a cheese supplement. And when I don't know what it is. It gives it this. Maybe it's a cheese flavor, but it's vitamin B and protein and fiber, and people put it on pastas, salads, and stuff like that to replace their need for cheese. Not saying that I don't eat cheese, but I'm telling you, this really helped out. My potatoes. I'm going to clean off my stew. Clean off my stew. Baby, I'm happy that skin didn't hit that thing. That's hot. Woo! All right, I'm gonna pull me a pan. Pull a pan. Help a friend. Pull my pan. Y'all, it's Sunday. My husband's been helping clean. I've been doing a PowerPoint for school. I don't know if y'all know, I am getting my bachelor's degree, and I just started on it. Oh, the noise! But this pot, my pots and pans, I gotta find. Okay, I'm done making noise, but I gotta find a way to organize my pots and pans. But we're gonna use that good Pioneer Woman pan out. Give it a nice rinse. Give it a rinse. Give the potatoes a rinse. And I'm gonna show y'all this over the top. And I tell you, over the top, we still got them in the bag. The bag has holes in it, but I'm gonna rinse them all off. Even though on the bag it says pre-rinsed already, we gotta make sure. We don't want any gremlins in our food. Give it a shake. Please don't fall out. Now, then one of the potatoes need to fall out. So we're gonna take these potatoes. I just rinsed. We're gonna add them to this pan. Rip! Rip! I'm gonna put it all up. Oh my god. I can taste them already. And this is so simple. You know what? You don't even need garlic because this was one of the meals I did, but was garlic that were garlic free. So here we go. We got our potatoes. Yeah. Yeah. That's how my daddy talked. Over here. How much? We're gonna put this garlic and stuff up. A little mess that I made. And I'm gonna use my more nutritional stuff today. We got our nutritional yeast. I don't know if I want to throw this on there, but y'all know if I throw this on there, it's gonna make it even better. And I'm gonna use my Himalayan salt and my drizzle. So we're gonna do the drizzle. Do our drizzle of olive oil on the top of these potatoes. Y'all not gonna believe it. Get you some of these. You gotta get you some. Drizzle, drizzle. Put you some salt. Not too much. Not too much. But potatoes don't want to take a lot of salt, or it's hard for them to penetrate the salt. The salt penetrates into the potato. Then we're gonna take our nutritional yeast and we're gonna dash that on there. My daughter told me last time I did too much salt. I wonder if it's salt in this stuff. But we're gonna put a good bit of this on the top of these. Like we're saying, this stuff is like cheese substitute. And I'm going to grab us a sprig of rosemary. I'm going to show y'all this container of rosemary. Here we go. solely organic. It's rosemary. And we're going to take us one good sprig of it out of this pack. Yeah, that's enough. Oh, I can smell the dish. It just came together in my nose with this rosemary. Oh my God. I'm so ready for these potatoes with this pot roast. What are we going to eat other than that? I really don't care. Oh my God. It smells good. And then I'm just going to place this in the oven. After I give it a good mixy mix, let's get our, we use that same spoon we used. And you know what? We're going to do it. We're going to use this same garlic spoon. We're going to put us some garlic on these potatoes because I found that that diet was not for me. It was not for me, honey. It left me so, what can I say? Stopped up would be a better word while we're cooking. You know, y'all might be enjoying a meal and watch me cook, but that would be the word I would use. Yeah. Low FODMAP is not for me. That is for people who have I have a episode. If you have an episode, I had an episode. It was me and the kids and the hubby went out skating last weekend, and we also had breakfast at IHOP. And that evening, we went to Juicy Crabs in Hattiesburg. The skating ring is in Petal, which is right up the street from Hattiesburg. And all that garlic, butter for breakfast. But it was so good. It was so good, man. I had a stack of French toast, and the French toast had strawberries and whipped cream on top. Man, it was so good. You know, they give you the sides like your sausage and bacon. The kids had it. Everybody was having fun, but all day I felt like a hot air balloon because it was too much. It was just too much going on. Too much garlic, too much onion, too much butter, too much gluten. And gluten will blow you up. And I wonder, like, to me, I always wondered why we seem to blow up and bellies get big. But it came to my understanding, my own understanding. If you don't get it, I'm sorry. That if you eat too much gluten in your diet, it actually causes your stomach to expand, and that's when you become a fat mother. You know, so we're gonna put all that up, and we'll be back, and I'll show y'all the end results. You like the microphone? I love this mic. I love the clearness of the video, but it's gonna take, say, about 45 minutes. I give the potatoes a good 30 minutes in the oven because they're so small. When you get through, they're gonna have this snap pop to them. When you bite into it, it's a bit of saltiness, the garlic, the rosemary. It's all gonna be so good in that pot roast because of that flour that we coated our meat in. It's gonna make its own gravy. So halfway through the cooking time, I'm gonna give it a good 20 minutes. After that 20 minutes, I'm going to add these carrot chips, which these carrot chips I bought from Walmart also. They should not take that long to cook. That's why I didn't put them in there with the meat right now. Those are going to, soften up, cook down in those juices, and dinner will be ready. We'll possibly do some croissants or something on the side. And honey, my husband is going to hit that road with him a to-go plate this evening. He's leaving around 12 o'clock. And we will be back. All right. Hello, you guys, and welcome back. We're just going to take a look at the process and how things are cooking. Our potatoes, we're going to give them a quick little stir so that all those oils and juices and seasonings that we put on here are evenly distributed. We can say that. I see that my potatoes are a little still firm. Things have been in here for about 15 minutes in the oven, and I'm going to place those back in the oven. And I tell you, it smells really good, really, really good. Now we're going to check on our roast. I thought I started smelling something throughout the house. Ooh, that was hot. The eye's still hot. But look at that. The roast is actually getting a good, it's looking good. We're going to continue to let that cook. And I think it would be a good time to go ahead and add our carrots into the mix. I'm trying to think. Earlier, I was thinking about what could possibly be missing from the pot. Okay, give me a minute. Let me wash off my carrots so I can add them to this pot, girl. I'm gonna save half of these carrots because I was thinking about another dish I could do later. I'll wash these off real good. All right, we're gonna add our carrot chips right into the pot like that. Not too much. That's enough. Oh yeah, I forgot. This is something I add to my pot roast. You might think it's weird, but here we go. We have ranch dip mix. Ew, that sounds crazy, but it adds another layer of flavor to your pot roast. I learned it from a friend, so don't beat me up. We're gonna stir all that up in there, and I'm still on the fence of if we're gonna include rice, because we do have potatoes already. Let that put all that stuff all over the plate. Those oils, that broth stock. If it doesn't thicken up enough, we can always add a little bit of this stock to a cup, mix it with some flour, and you pour it back in there. And any salt that we were lacking, we just added with that seasoning packet. So you won't have to worry about adding anything extra. The meat looks like it's done, but oh yeah, that did it. That did it. We're gonna cover this back up, place it back in the oven again. And this time I'm gonna cook it for another, say, I'm gonna leave it 35 minutes. I'll see y'all later.
Play out this Hello, everybody, and welcome back. Okay, guess what? What's that? That was I already ate. Oh man, and it was good. I'm actually warming it up so I can present it to y'all. Well, what? Half of the potatoes are gonna meet, and my husband has ate. The kids have not ate yet. But when I tell you, this is like when the word flavorful. I thought I had it on point, but this here is on point. The potatoes opaque the food flavor. You have also this stew is packed full of flavor. It is very tender. No, every piece is very tender. Nothing there. No, it's like I got to. I've never tasted a stew. You know, the tastes like this before. I'm going it. But, and though I got enough left to keep the kids, my husband came back in here out. Well, I took he wait until the nap after I gave him a bowl. He came back in here, ate some more. Yeah, where's we go? Oh, oh my God, it is so good. And I guess I'll show y'all the bowls. Let me show y'all the bowl. It's goody. Get this. Yes. Oh, that's fine. So precious. Oh, I'm out of fun. Because I want to get the bowl in the dishwasher. Oh, it's fine. I get my little lad with those big shoes on. We'll take them big shoes off. What is any coffee? All right, so this happened first. We don't have rice, or I didn't cook any rice. I got some, but here we go. I'm gonna put those potatoes. Put a nice handful of those potatoes on the bottom. Also, the delicious potatoes. Okay, baby. Then you take your meat with carrots in the gravy. Y'all see the gravy it made? What? Perfect. Like if we had some rice or potatoes, it are like mashed potatoes, it would still be a super. It'll make it a super duper hit. Oh, what is this thing? Oh, the super hit. Yeah, been in this one kid plate when I don't give him oatmeal too much. I'm just gonna give him, especially if this is my baby noodle. Diet. The old signal said, I am honestly, when also I went back to the bank and that big on my PowerPoint presentation. This do for this week. It's not really due. It's just I like to stay on my own six skill or to keep going students for other stuff. But once again, thank y'all for coming. like, share, subscribe, all your stuff. Follow my page. So you can stay up to date on all my TikToks or and now I also upload to my YouTube page, which is also just Jaleesa. I appreciate y'all coming at video. Now see y'all later. Ready? It comes with a warning, which is great because it contains scenes of